I wanna go to Italy.
You can go.
It'd be cool to see some of the sites that were featured in part 5.
Ganda talaga Italy.
Indeed.
Italy, Paris, basta anywhere in Europe.
How about taking a boat ride in Venezia? You know? While a person sinks or something, because apparently that's what they do there. Anyway, see ya, Monica. We're playing the actual Doki Doki game now. Hmm?
Nag-get kasi naglagay ako ng mga mix. Ito dito kasi.
Nice. Kinda like when I kinda like when I do the do. Right, anyway.
Pagkakainliguan na.
Yep. Welcome back everyone to this game. There it is. Okay, cool. Last we left off, we finally finished the first act. Now we're doing the second act. The fun part.
Ano yung second act? Ganun pa rin?
This game is not suitable for children. Yes and no. Alright, since we're actually getting to the part of this game that's really unsettling and stuff, and since you're clearly uncomfortable based on what happened last time, this is your choice. It will mess up with our immersion and stuff, you know. But would you like to enable content warnings so at least we'll be aware ahead of time whenever the creepy shit happens? Coward. I didn't have content warnings when I played this when I was 15. I was traumatized. Anyway.
Kaya ako nagkaka-depression kasi kapalaro mo ng ganyan eh.
It was an important experience. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Kung hindi natin in-enable, ano yan? Babasa natin yung salita.
Now, this is mostly the same still. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out. It is enabled now, right? Yes. Why is it an X, man? I thought they should have changed this to at least a circle. Because X usually means, X usually implies it's disabled. That always bugged me about the game. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we already read this. It's It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Yes?
Ha?
Yes.
Hindi pa niya naming-meet si Sayori.
What happens if we load? Oh! Our save files have all been deleted. Nice. Well, may as well make a save. Why not? They added auto-save features. Epic. I don't know why they disabled that.
Hindi pa niya kilala sila Monica dyan.
After I pack up my things, yes.
Hindi niya kilala?
Yes.
Tsaka si Sayori, hindi niya kilala.
Who's Sayori? Clubs.
Sino yung kaninang nakita niyang babae na ano?
Who? Who are you talking about? That never happened. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Remix? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it
Kumbaga
has.
parang second sem na yan.
Monica smiles sweet.
Ha?
Eh, it's the same as last time, but without Sayori. That's the best I can explain it without being confusing or too spoilery. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. But having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? How about that? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Hold on.
Hindi pa talaga sila nagkikita sa literature club. Ay, ano yan? Literature club ba sila?
Yeah, it's Doki Doki Literature Club. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make
Magawa,
something
hindi pa
special out of it.
nangyayari yun, no?
In that case, what club? Yes. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Normally, it would be Sayori doing this. Actually, I'm starting a new one, if you remember correctly. Yet the literature club. Literature? What happened to the music? It just disappeared. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keep her manga collection in the club room. Really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Remix. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Yeah. I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Remix, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You are more important. Nice. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. She told us about the cupcakes as well, that would have been great. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey everyone, I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. The guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Remix. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Since Sayori is supposed to be vice president, I guess Yuri's the vice president now. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Remix in a classroom and he decided to check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Remix? But no cupcakes. Hey, look at that. Pretty. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of your room and opens the closet. Why wouldn't it be there? Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something blah 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 blah.
Ulit lang.
Yes, but something is very wrong. Well, I guess.
Walang cupcake.
Oof.
Hindi lang.
She said that to Sayori last time and she wholeheartedly agreed. Oof. This time Natsuki is such a bitch. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't let yourself get intimidated. But still the same. Insulted. I meant that. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. So, Remix, what kind of things do you like to read? Manga. That could change. Same shit still. Don't you remember these dialogue? How nostalgic.
Kaya nga diba sabi ko.
My favorite... Oh, that's different. Whoops. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. How about horror? I thought you said you liked horror last time. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up. That she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to throw you for a loop completely?
Pero kilala nila si Sayori. O hindi?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Who's Sayori?
Kumbaga sa kanila hindi nag-exist si Sayori.
I read a horror book once.
Tsaka si Remix, hindi niya kakilala si Sayori.
She clearly doesn't exist in this world, yes. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Huh? That's different from what you said last time. Oh, is that so? Remember what she said last time? She said, oh, you read horror? I didn't expect that. Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. It's a real horror. Have you noticed so far, Monica's the only one so far that always has different dialogue? Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Never mind. Blah blah blah. Blessed poem. Something something. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Why do you care? It's impressive. Why don't you share them? No. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer. Blah blah blah. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Blah blah blah. You have experience too? No. I guess it's the same. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? And then here we go. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. And that's why I asked you who your second favorite is. We can't go for Sayori anymore considering she doesn't exist. Or we can still go for Yuri or Natsuki. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Last time Sayori wholeheartedly agreed and everyone just, because you know, she's like the light of the club. But now this club's so edgy, there's even a poster of a hanged person who no one knows in there. So edgy. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members.
Tsaka bakit yung na-allow ng school yan?
Why wouldn't they allow it? Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good
slogan,
step for us to
may
take.
slogan na kung bakit.
Do you agree as well, Remix? Hold on, there's still one problem. I haven't agreed to join yet, blah blah blah. As usual though, he's... I guess I need to tell you the truth, Remix. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, they'll disband. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Remix? Maybe. It would be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Remix, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this, you're really amazing. The school will finally give them money. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. Remix, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the blah blah blah. Will I really be happy spending the days at the duel?
Tsagong lalaki.
Sayori isn't there anymore. Oof. Right! Poem writing time. So far, so good, question mark. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Hell yeah. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Why is just the dialogue cut off? Cool. Way to go, Sayori.
Kanina tayo? Natsuki?
Again, it's your choice. You're the one playing.
Beauty.
How about we just pick words you like and then whoever girl we end up choosing the best.
Okay.
Beauty. Okay, that's Natsuki. What next? Don't
Lucky.
think about it too much. Just go with the flow.
Yeah, I know, right? Siyempre binabasa ko isa-isa.
You're a
Sugar.
slower reader than me. Actually, there's 20 words and only 2 girls.
Legal.
What happens if we make it equal, if we choose words that are equal to both?
Equal to both. O sige na, kailan na? 5? 5 naman kay ano? Kay Yuri.
We still need one more. for there to be-
Flower.
All the words Sayori likes are gone now, lol. Alright, just choose whatever word you don't understand and that's how easy it is. Like
Atone.
incongruent, for example.
Atone.
Well, if you say so. Yeah, just the super fancy words.
Perfect.
That's Natsuki. Do 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 do.
Contamination.
Essence.
Sensation.
Alright, one more.
Crimson.
Emperor Crimson. Alright,
Kavei.
let's try alternating between Natsuki and Yuri.
Kay
Got
Yuri
it?
muna,
Alright, now Natsuki.
games.
Now Yuri.
Unrequited.
Now Natsuki. This is kind of fun.
Precious.
My precious. Now Yuri.
Philosophy.
Yeah. Now
Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Flying.
Hopefully we didn't miscount. You know the drill?
Yuri. Yuri na.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. Huh?
No. Okay, well, the last two should just be for Yuri then.
Okay. Yuri. Fantasy.
Oh no! Well, we fucked up. We're in the Natsuki route now. I guess it doesn't really matter, but last word.
Childhood.
Just to seal the deal that we're going Natsuki route. That's fine.
Sabi mo kasi.
Ah, it's gone. Hi again, Remix. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Let's make a save. Ah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for helping your poor kid, boo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. He deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. The song's continuously rising in pitch. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. How dare you, Monica? I was reading, but I couldn't read because you were blocking it. How mean. Mom, this literature! You are suffocating my leg. I can't feel my leg anymore. Yeah, what is it called whenever you feel like this?
Yan nga, live, no?
Oh, hey, look at that. Why are things turning? I'm sorry, Remix. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Here's just Natsuki with a disappointed glare. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Oh god, I'm feeling vertigo. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like I said, I'm in this club now, so it feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try being a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. I wonder how long it'll take before the screen completely turns upside down. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Parang patumba kasi siya, no? Paslan.
Yep, it's still turning. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. We could, discuss it. Same dialogue. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Oh, and it's back to normal. Nice. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Right, Natsuki scene. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed with something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. Oh, you're approaching me? You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! I love that line so much. It's supposed to be creepy, but when I first saw it, it's just since that it just catches you off guard so much. It's supposed to be scary, but the fact that this is the first time we ever see someone use a swear word, it's just so funny. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. This would have been similar dialogue if we did the Natsuki route. Manga. You read manga, right? Yup, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written in your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? A series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. He points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It wasn't the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Remix. Consider this a don't judge a book! In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She stuffs the book right into my hands. Ah.
Sige lang.
But the scary visuals, you're gonna miss them. I start the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking an animated feminine poses. Wait, is this just JoJo then? Because everyone in JoJo does feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ooh-ah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground and starts signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Yuri disagrees. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Oh, careful with the mic. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. Only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, remaining to the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? Don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Why would you? Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? You're not.
Yeah, yes. 18, 19, 20, 21.
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Why not? There you go. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. You say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Like the time I convinced Mom to watch JoJo.
Ganyan din si Mami. Pag may napakonvince ako sa Korean drama ko, ang maganda.
You'll never convince me!
Watch there.
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like...
Dahil pag-aakit na si Mami, bubuksan mo yung aircon eh. Nangati ako sobra sa init.
Huh?
Nalakitan ako.
Still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if we found out. At least it's safe here in the club room. Oh, that's the first instance we know that Natsuki has daddy issues. You wouldn't know this since we didn't go the Natsuki route, but she usually doesn't say that. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip over the page. Slice of life is fun. She is what you would call a tsundere. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Nice. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah. Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! There's a more fitting thumbnail. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Remix. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Oh, if you couldn't, if that scene didn't give it out clearly enough, Natsuki is malnutritious. She probably only gets a meal every other day or something.
No, bakit?
Again, daddy issues. That's what. Why else would she know how to cook as well as she does? Usually children don't learn how to cook unless they absolutely have to. Kinda like me. I mean, I'm afraid of fire for a fuck's sake. I probably won't be cooking until mom's dead and I'm on my own now. Oof. That's why I need a loving boyfriend slash girlfriend who can do it for me before that can happen. So I can still continue avoid cooking. What are you doing? Eh?
Mainit kasi siya.
Why don't you just make it stronger?
Bakas na yan.
Put it on 3.
Hmm?
It's only on 2, isn't it? If you put it on 3, bang!
Gusto pa rin ito. Bawas na ba?
Sorry.
Bawas na tayo.
What do you mean? We've only been playing for half a minute. Or half an hour.
Tapos tayo aircon.
Don't we all shut Fine.
Sige lang.
Who do we show to? Damn it!
Ano no?
Who do we
Kay
show?
Monica una. Siya leader eh.
I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Hi, Remix. Having a good time so far? No. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like blah 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 blah
Ano
blah.
saan ka?
You're the one who said yes. I'm just waiting for that. Turn off the electric fan then.
Wala pa eh.
The aircon will never. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. Oh no, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fuzzy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. It's just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. What the fuck, Monica? You shouldn't talk about your other club members like that. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? It's almost like you're trying to get us to hate her. So that we can like you instead. Not that you need to, because you're already best girl. Give it time, man. Ugh. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, yes. But my bird eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper, yeah? A sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? Blah 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 blah. It's okay. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been
What's
influencing. Epiphany. A revelation. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Tried so hard. This is actually the same. I thought for sure it would be different. Next.
Yuri. The Vice President.
She starts at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, I'm sorry.
Parang naunsan sila yung hangin. Wala kayo namin.
You wanna switch? Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. I usually don't mess with that. Amazing. Well, I hope you guys enjoy looking at my mom's legs. Aren't they super beautiful and thick? You like thick legs, right? You perverted sons of bitches. Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers and blah 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 blah.
Dahil ako ulan bukas, nasa beach na tayo. Kaya ako palambing, para hindi masyadong masigit.
This is the same actually. Blah 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 blah.
Yuri. Mami?
It's the same poem. It's only Monica that has new poems.
Wala, tsaka yung new ano niya, salita.
Yes.
Siya
I wonder why. Have you figured out who the main villain is? It clearly isn't Sayori like you originally guessed. I wasn't thinking that at all. But if it took you a long time to read. Not really, Oh, we didn't even read it, lol. But whatever, we'll just pretend we did read it and it took us a long time. Blah 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 blah. Oh, thank you, game. We can skip that one. Alright, Natsuki. I didn't realize the skip button was there. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, nice. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Nice. And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Sorry? So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Nope, it's quite the opposite, lol. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss situation that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh, there's the skip. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I guess we will end in the same point we ended last time here originally. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, huh?
Tanda mo pa?
Even if...
Nabuhok mo sa ilong, gupitan natin ito, nakalimutan natin.
Mahaba na naman.
Oo, di ba?
Ah, this.
Tsaka yan, nakalabas.
Gross. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Yes, that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Oh boy. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Language. You mean you don't have smash, but then be bad, speak these, by the way, Michael. You make some first of all, I appreciate the offer, but
Maingay. Nabasa ko lang mabilis eh.
sorry, I didn't realize. Well, since it's a let's play, you know, I thought I had to be. I usually need to talk. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Alright, here's the new dialogue. I believe. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... you're just... Maybe you're just jealous that Remix appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Parang flirt. Simpleng flirt.
Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Well, it's more like she's unaware. She has no social skills. Are you that
Really?
full of yourself? Yeah.
Shy type siya.
Yep. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Remix started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry, that my lifestyle is too much more for someone your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Remix hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turned toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Remix, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
What's it? Ayaw? Nakatakot?
Hello,
Sino yan? Si Monica?
Monica. Hey Remix. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. I really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. Wasn't there supposed to be a content warning for that? We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. I guess it's up to me now to give content warnings for Mom. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. You should do something about that, Monica. You're the president. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Well, shit. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. What are you doing? I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Remix, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Remix.
Huh?
It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble.
So, Yuri na tayo? Tapos na?
Well, we still got 15 minutes.
So, yun, stop na.
Do you want to stop?
Sige, go.
Right, so we're still going for Natsuki, right?
Okay.
Why do you suddenly want to go for Yuri? I mean, I don't mind, it's your choice. Not that it matters anymore. Well, we choose him.
Natsuki lang tayo, Natsuki. He is clumsy. Wonderful.
Nice. You have such a way with words, mommy.
Beauty.
Of course she'd like summer.
Fashion.
Natsuki's name literally means summer, child. Nice.
Pure.
Just one more. Or maybe two, just to be safe.
Candy. Amazing.
Cool, let's just...
Oh, it's not.
Nice. Another day passes. And it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Surprisingly, impressively enough. How?
Nauna si Remix sa club.
Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Remix. Hi, Yuri. I'm sure we can finish the second day as well, based on how fast we're going through, so let's do that. Let's try do that.
Okay.
But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glanced over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arms and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened. If you want to apologize to Natsuki. Why are you apologizing to me? I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you.
Remix is such a matured guy.
Indeed. There's no way you can be a bad person. Too bad he's put in a situation that's completely out of his league.
Sa ano mo, matigas?
It's nice.
Gusto mo ganyan?
Yeah? If it's too soft, then it would be like I just didn't have a pillow at all.
Kaya nga, ganun mga pulo na ano. Tsaka parang tama lang yung height niya for the leg. Hindi siya sakit na ano.
Yeah. And say those. Oh, hey, that's where my phone went.
No, nahanap mo. Hindi naman aksidente ko lang naman siya na.
I have a habit of hiding things under my pillow. They make
Sabi
me
mo
little...
daw maglalagay ng mga gadgets sa ilalim din ng ano kasi the radiation itself.
No, it's not like they would turn on, and that shit about radiation is bullshit. Don't fucking pay attention to those kinds of shit.
Okay, go.
And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
Parang wala lang sa kanya.
No, I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her.
Magbalik natin mag-tiklop yung damit, ha?
Sure, right, I forgot. No, I haven't.
Kaya mag-tiklop ka na ngayon, mamaya.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. It's as if her memory's been wiped. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Si Mami.
Maybe. Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I
Wala
said.
na yung kay Natsuki.
And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do
Tama si
something
Monica.
yesterday? Eh?
Magkakalimot ng completely.
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Great. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. If you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Practicing piano. Jibba-dababa. That must require a lot of dedication.
Sagutin ko lang sa'yo.
I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done
Naglalaro
yet.
kami. Alam mo naman ganitong oras, naglalaro kami.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Ano, mamaya na. Pagkakain na.
Mamaya na.
Oo. Sige na.
Mamaya na.
Bagus.
Nagkakain na madami.
Nasa?
Don't humor him.
Sige na daw.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're so stupid and don't know anything about conversations sometimes.
Hindi, pinapapili ko lang sa kanya na ano.
That's how you get into the flow of conversation, though. Unless you're aware.
Eh,
Cool. I look forward to it. In that case, I won't let you down, Remix. Monica smiles weakly. I was kind of hoping I could share it with you. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. Nope. The answer was none of the above, Remix. She wants to play for us. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Did she miss anything? I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Remix, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean in the club?
ano?
I suppose
Talaga
so.
kasi ano eh.
I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. But I'm in the Natsuki route, you bitch! What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov.
Gusto ko character ni Natsuki kasi ano, childlike, sweet.
I swear, man, she was much better in the Act 1 when Sayori was still around. I swear, that's why she's my second favorite.
Kasi
Basically,
sa'yo, pinili natin.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by... Hey now, spoilers! That might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. Oh, I'm sure you're also into them. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Remix? Mommy probably isn't, judging by how uncomfortable she is. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
Mga scary, but not the ano.
That's the point of psychological horror. That's why I like it so much, unlike normal horror, which try to scare you with lazy jump scares and shit, which boo, boring. It's lazy, you know? She's so shy and reclusive on outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. I wonder what goes on inside that mind of hers. It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a new perspective. Ugh. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I guess not. My whole body. I kind of forgot to pay attention. Can I? Why do you? I'm not the one doing that, by the way. It automatically skips. Nope, they don't exist in the history. I can't read them. Amazing. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes.
What's that?
I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. I mean, I don't think anyone would be used to reading with someone else. It's kind of a, lonely thing that you do on your own.
Yeah, reading.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, probably because we're touching each other's shoulders. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. They scrunched together some chairs, You do that in school.
Yeah, hinida nila.
Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just waiting. I really wanted to know what that was.
Bakit nga? Mabilis?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Okay, well, I guess they weren't before, but now they are. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Just like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the books open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Nice. This was already a thumbnail for me. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Then I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb, after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Kinky. It's actually kind of distracting me. I can't help but look at her boobs.
Yan ka na naman. You never miss a day without saying.
I know, right? Are you ready? I turned the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted there for a second. Considering we were reading a manga just a little while ago, which was read from right to left, and now we're reading a book that's read right to left, it must be a bit confusing. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient.
Ganun ba ang manga? Pabaliktad?
Yep.
Talaga? Up to now?
Yes.
Ganun ang
Dati? Yes, that's because...
Old centuries?
Yeah, that's because Japan never grew out of it. The Japanese language, you actually read from bottom first, and then you go from right to left. Unlike us, which go left to right and then up to down.
Baliktad utak.
You get used to it. Continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
Pag hindi
That's
na
what you were
napasok sa
talking
bank,
about.
ikaw na lang.
I'm scared.
Sabi mo, papachange mo lang yung mo.
I have no social
Sa
skills.
phone number.
I am too anxious. Please no.
Kung ayaw nga, ako papasukin, katulad nakaraan.
Yard.
Sabihin mo lang, I just want to change my cell phone number.
Ah, Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You could rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. Surprising she can even feel her heartbeat under all that chest. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Great. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Remix? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea.
Lahat ng kadramahan na kay Yuri.
Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. Yep. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Haha, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. If you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? I guess. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back to my bag. No bookmarks?
Bukas na natin yan.
Yeah, maybe. This seems good. Yeah, we've been playing for an hour now, exactly now. So cool. Perfect timing. We shall continue this some other time. Oh wow, this is weird. I'm on the other side of the camera now, and you're over there when it's usually the other way around.
Asa si Mami? Ay, sarap ng anak ko ah. Ano yun?